Hey guys, I want to do a review, a non-compensated but somewhat comprehensive review on the Google Wi-Fi or home Wi-Fi system by Google. That's what I'm doing today. So let me tell you the problem that precipitated my desire to have to go find something like this to put in my home. We actually have what they call a smart home, where all of the electronics, all the cabling for everything kind of comes into one central location. And for years and years, we've had a modem out there, had pretty decent luck with it through Time Warner. And then I started to have some equipment failure issues. Had a router that kind of stopped working, looked like it burned up. Then I had a modem that kind of did the same. They came out, they looked at it, and the problem with where everything is centralized, it comes into kind of a all-encompassing cabinet within our garage. And so all the cables sort of nest there. And so what was happening was the aluminum casing around this case, the aluminum enclosure where all the electronics, the modem and such go in, when you'd open this thing up, it was ridiculously hot. And so we had a technician that said, hey, look, this is running way too warm because it's in the garage. We're in Texas in the middle of July. It can get ridiculously warm in our garage. And so they suggested we move the modem to improve the performance. So taking their advice, we did that, and we moved the modem into my office because at the time I was working from home. And so what better way to get the most, direct Wi-Fi connection and the highest bandwidth that you can find is to be right there next to the modem. The problem was that when you walked away from the office and really anywhere in the house, the Wi-Fi coverage began to suck, which was amazing because before you're thinking, hey, we're in a metal cabinet in the garage where it's hot as balls, and we were getting better coverage than we were today in the middle of the house in the air conditioning. So I did a lot of research, had Time Warner, which now is Spectrum, come out a number of times. They've replaced the modem a few times. They don't see any connectivity issues necessarily to the modem coming from the cable. It's coax cable, so there's no issues transmission-wise. It's just the coverage sucks. I don't know if it's the type of modems that they're using these days or what, but basically we didn't get any good coverage upstairs. In fact, we were getting kicked off all the time on our cell phones, which of course immediately moves to data. I think it's a conspiracy between AT&T and Spectrum to jack up my bill. I don't know for sure, but I think. And unfortunately, we were having a major connectivity problem. Now, I have two boys. They like to play on their PlayStation. They are on those things continually. And they, the amount of time I heard, it's lagging, had finally come to an end. So I started to do some research, and I found the Google Wi-Fi home system by Google. So the first thing that you notice, and I looked at a number of different ones, and there are a number of products out on the marketplace today. However, the thing that I did notice about this is when my wife and I went to look, is that Google has obviously taken a page from Apple. I've used Google products forever, but this is the first hardware I've ever bought from them. And I gotta say, the whole experience was fantastic. Everything from how they packaged this bad boy, I don't know if you can see it, these little devices, I got 3 of them that are really basically the routing areas, to how they did the cables inside, which I've now since used, documentation, the whole 9 yards, just the entire product presentation and experience was pretty impressive. So I thought, man, this is a good start. Then setting it up was gonna be, I had to figure something would go wrong, right? Wrong. The reality is, actually setting up the Google Wi-Fi home system was actually very simple. It actually was, you get one main component that actually plugs directly into your modem, and that communicates with the Wi-Fi stations that you place in various areas of the house. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, the setup process took literally about 5 minutes. They have an app that is built into your, the App Store for obviously Android, but also they, don't ignore us Apple users, and they've got a Google Wi-Fi app that can be purchased or downloaded from the Apple Store. The whole experience has been fantastic, from setting it up, being able to name the network, be able to increase our signal. It's been a magical experience, to be honest with you, because it has improved all of our gaming experiences and prevented my wife from being upset that she can't get onto Netflix upstairs. So basically this is the device right here. We set this up. This actually ties back into my modem. Hello, Apple. Siri, say good morning. Hey Siri, good morning.
It looks like you haven't set up any HomeKit accessories.
Oh, shut up,
You can
Siri.
connect smart
Siri, stop.
devices like
Hey Siri, stop.
locks.
This is the device itself. You can see that. It's a sleek looking little unit, but I mean, very, very simple and easy to position for connecting. Goes into the back of my modem. All of the cables came with it. And the overall approach that I just have really, really liked is that it took no time to get the thing set up. It was just super, super simple. Let me show you where we got the other devices in the house. So I apologize for the low lighting. We have really crappy lighting in this room. My son does that by nature, but you'll see that the device indicates that it's on by the little glowing light, which just looks cool anyway. My son thinks that's like an art piece. He's so impressed with it. All right, now we're in my game room, which, let's be honest, the most important person has their stuff, which is me. So there's the device here. Sorry, my room's a little bit of a mess. The game room is a little bit of a mess. But this just sits right behind my television, ties into the PlayStation, and then my Vizio TV right here actually just ties into the Wi-Fi. All right, so I'm at the office now, and actually, as you can tell, different shirt. And I am here because I'm actually considering buying the Google Home Wi-Fi system for the office. I'm that impressed with it at the house. And we have Spectrum here, and their coverage is not great. Their Wi-Fi is spotty at best, occasionally here at the office. And I'm thinking that device could benefit me and my team. I would tell you, if I was gonna rate this device, if I was gonna give a review, 1 to 10, I would say 1 to 10, 10 being the greatest. Setup 10, design and packaging 10, ease of use of the device 10, the ability to have Wi-Fi when and where I want it with multiple people on it without compromising any of the Wi-Fi, a 10. And the fact that I don't have to listen to my kids go, it's laggy, all the time, that is worth a 10 plus a 10. Google, fantastic job.